Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got another mixed martial arts legend I would like to talk about, Genki Sudo. Genki's one of those old school fighters that got me into the sport. Loved his style. He was super original, a character, but highly skilled. So let's talk about his career a little bit. Genki Sudo basically competed in the lightweight division in his career. He amassed a mixed martial arts record of 16 wins, 4 losses with 1 draw. Sudo had a stint in kickboxing, but he wasn't as successful. Throughout his career, he competed in rings, the UFC, K1 Dynamite, and the Heroes branch. He has a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His fight style was unorthodox, wild and creative striker, great movement. He confused his opponents with his style, so non-conventional but very effective. Genki Sudo is a very underrated legend to me. He's definitely one of my favorite fighters from that era. Genki retired pretty young. I think he retired right around 28 years old. He definitely had more in the tank. But when a fighter's done and his heart's not in it anymore, you have to get out. Sudo would do a cool thing after his fights. He always promoted an important message with a sign and an assortment of world flags. The sign read, pretty cool. Genki competed against some notable names in a fight game at the time. Some of those fighters include Tiki Gosson, Dwayne Ludwig, Butterbean, Mike Brown, Hoyter Gracie, Damon Deckers, Kid Yamamoto, rest in peace. Sudo also did some training with Bas Rutten. I believe Sudo's a Buddhist. After Sudo's retirement from combat sports, he got into other endeavors, including singing, some composing. He's an author and a calligrapher. So short personal thoughts on Genki Sudo. Like I said, Genki's one of my favorite fighters from back in the day. I think he's so underrated as far as like skill and talent. So ahead of his time, especially in the movement and footwork. His fight style was really fun to watch. He had really fun creative striking. He would take like these traditional martial arts stances in between a fight, and his opponents often would look at him kind of like mesmerized, like what's going on here. He had a really solid ground game. Out of his 16 wins, 12 of those have been by submission. He was and still is just a really interesting personality. I remember he had these cool entrances, always like super elaborate, big production. He would come out dancing in costumes. I was super bummed when he retired, but when you want to do something else and your heart's not in it, you just can't really be halfway in the fight game because you can get hurt. Totally get it. I wish we had a time machine and we could transport prime Genki Sudo to current MMA arenas and cages, because man, he would be a huge star right now. And I certainly think he can hang with the guys of today. Anyway guys, that's my short tribute to Genki Sudo. If you've never seen him compete and this is your introduction to him as a fighter, find some videos on him. He was really fun to watch. Thanks for watching this segment, guys. Appreciate the support, the likes, the shares, the subscriptions. Appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next segment.